It is media day right here at Terry High School, and the Terry Bulldogs football team is right here ready to go for this season. You're going to be hearing from players and coaches here today, right here on the TSJW Network. My first guest with me right now is Seth Moore. Braden Gibson is with me right now. Rondé Baker with us right now. Mari Whalen now. Micah White, Lazarius Ashford, Micah Shepard. My first question for you is that this season you guys are returning a lot of good offensive talent. I know you're going to be ready to step up into a big role there as wideout for this Terry Bulldogs football team. Just talk about this offense and how ready you guys are to play.
Yes, sir. We really just been, bonding alike, getting to know the plays, just going over stuff, keeping it consistent, and that's what's gonna help us glue when it come to game time and score touchdowns and win.
With each other, we be working all season, and after practice, we getting routes on air after practice and stuff. So we just ready to see and show everybody what we can do.
Oh yeah, like I said, the summer camp, it been good. We just bonding on the sand pit, just getting to know each other, and then defense, we're gonna be straight, Defense, they bonding together and everything. It's just going good.
Look, this Terry team always known for having a real good defense, and you guys are trying to come back with a really good defense again. Talk about this summer and the work that you guys have put in to put a real good defense on the field from day one.
Well, the off season. Now I'm talking about me first.
Yeah.
We've been pushing ourselves very hard every day, waking up early, grinding. You know what I'm saying? To putting the hours in when nobody else is, and I feel like that's gonna really show this season. And when we went to Homes this summer, that really helped, and it always gave us like that better team bond at the end of the summer.
We've put in a lot of work. We got a lot of new guys on the defense this year, but I feel like we're ready to go out there and compete. We've been practicing the plays, going in, working hard in the weight room, attacking conditioning day in and day out, and we're just trying to make a statement this year.
So like we've been putting in a lot of work, everybody been, getting in the program, what I'm saying? Everybody been doing what they had to do. We improving every day, what I'm saying? I feel like we're a pretty well-rounded team.
We started in the spring. Well, it really don't even start in the spring. It started after the season.
Yeah.
We started in the off season grinding, lifting weights, running, getting ourselves in shape so we can go out there and not be tired on the field and run and produce what we need to produce on the field. A lot of fourth down stops, a lot of long drives that we might got to play, but it's really about what we going to do in them long drives. We want shutouts this year. We don't want no team to score.
Take us through the goals for the season, your personal goals as well as goals for this football program. You guys have a lot of potential.
The attitude I got going into non-conference is the same mindset as in playoffs. I take every game 100%, and I take no plays off because I want to win. And the goal this year is nothing else but a gold ball. So, yes, sir.
Region play, you guys are in a tough region. Hattiesburg and West Jones have been the two teams that have won this region in the 2 years that this region has really been together. Kind of talk about that. What does it take to get over the hump against those teams? Because you guys have competed very hard with the teams that have won this region both years in Hattiesburg and West Jones. What does it take to get over that hump and maybe even host a playoff game right here at Bulldog Field?
Well, I think to beat West Jones and Hattiesburg, we got to come off the ball and come off first quarter with full force because that's really how we started off bad last time because the first quarter was a little shaky and then we got into it the second quarter. So we just need to start the game off full intensity and then I think we'll be good and we just need to stay healthy and stay consistent for the full 4 quarters.
I feel like we got to be all gas, no brakes, going in all 4 quarters. Got to just continue to push the gas on them and make sure it's going to be a battle because they're 2 tough teams. And you got George County this year. I just feel like it's going to be 3 tough games, plus Jim Hill and Forest Hill. So, we just got to try to execute all gas, no brakes throughout the games and, to be ready.
So talk about this offseason. Talk about the coaching staff as well. They've been working with you guys throughout this offseason. They knew what kind of team that they were going to get this year with you guys, and they're trying to get y'all to be as successful as possible, get to championship standard. Talk about what they've done this summer working with y'all.
I've been here since my 9th grade year. Coach D been here since my 9th grade year. Coach Carter and Coach Benson. So we all have a good relationship with each other. They just push us to be better we can be. So Coach Thickpin, he been helping me. He been on my butt trying to make me get better. And so I can do. He know what I can do. I know what I can do. Coach Benson, he know what I can do. He know what I can do. So we trying to make sure we can push it. We're going for his ring this year. Indeed.
So, we got a new OC. Coach Thickpin will be calling plays this year. I feel like the coaches have been really patient with us, teaching us, sitting us down, and showing us how to do the things so we can translate it to the game.
So Amari, game day comes. What's the pregame meal, man, if you get the choice?
Can't go wrong with Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's.
Oh, yeah.
A box combo. No slaw extra fries with a lemonade.
We'll probably eat some mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying, with some, I'd say some, like, little steak, just a little steak. Yeah, mashed potato with steak, maybe some green beans and some cornbread or something like that.
That'd be one fine pregame meal, man.
Yeah, we're going to get everybody right.
I'm going to go with some McDonald's.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. Big Mac meal. I usually get a sweet tea, but on game days, I'm gonna get a water.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Whatever Coach Thickpin feed us, man.
My football night pregame meal, I ain't telling a story. I like Mexican food. If not Mexican food, I go Chinese food. It's just like I'm actually like a lineman by my receiver. I like to snack. I like to eat. I like to eat out. I'm not with that eating good and stuff, so I just eat out.
I'll go roll, chicken, baked chicken or fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and some green beans. Get us full on the meal.
Did you say raw chicken?
Nah, like baked chicken. Nah, like a roll and stuff. Not raw chicken.
Raw. I was like, raw chicken.
Nah, not raw chicken.
Dang, I don't know if that would get you right. Hey, listen, man. Appreciate you joining us, man. All right, folks, here we are with Coach Jabrian Washington here, defensive line coach here for the Terry Bulldogs. And listen, Coach, look, going into this season, you guys, obviously Terry always known for a good defense. You guys had a great defense last year. Talk about getting this team prepared to hit that field from the beginning, because it's very important to start off the season with a good defense. Talk about that process this summer.
Well, first of all, we had to get out of their head that we had a good defense last year, because it really don't matter. It's all about what we do this year, and we tell the senior class all the time, how are you going to be remembered? All right, that senior class had the impact, so now it's time for your impact.
Definitely, and listen, so and you coached the defensive line particularly, and we had Amari Whalen on earlier, and he was a very good player from last year. Talk about that leadership that you get from guys like that who were on a very good defense, bringing them to this year.
Yeah, I tell my guys all the time, you have to lead in your own way. Everybody's not that vocal guy, and that's fine. Sometimes your leadership may be with your play. All right, and then some guys I may have that vocal guy. Like for me, that vocal guy this year is Zion. All right, Zion, he's very vocal. All right, but Waylon, he leads by his action. So again, always finding your leadership style.
For sure. And so, listen, this year, you guys coming off a season where you had a very good season. At the end, didn't end the way that you guys wanted to, but at the same time, a lot of that had to do with some injuries going on. Going into this season, what's the goal for this team?
Every team that truly is building it right. We all want to chase that gold ball. That's just being honest. And if you're not chasing the gold ball, then what are you doing? But the biggest thing is, we want to teach these seniors how to lead. All right, because if truth be told, football is not going to always be in their lives. All right, so always having that backup plan for if football don't work out.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, folks, we are here with Coach Antonio Benson, defensive coordinator here for the Terry Bulldogs football team in his second season here at Terry. And, Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
I appreciate being here.
Listen, man, my first question, this team has a lot of potential, a lot of talent on this team. Just talk about the preparation that you guys have put in this summer on getting this defense right.
So we lost 9 guys on defense, so it was going to be a challenge. So we wanted to come in as if we was building from the ground up. All right, we have a lot of guys that haven't played much football, so we come in, we work hard. Once we work hard, we hit the OTAs, we go out, we do our EDDs, which are everyday drills. So we're starting from tackling to the fundamentals to get them ready.
For sure, and I know that it's very important for you to get that defense going and being ready to go right from the jump. And I know, talking about losing 9 starters from last year's team, talk about what it's going to take to get those guys ready from the jump when you guys take on Murrah on the 29th.
So now in my philosophy is always is no experience, no substitution for experience. So we got to go through that experience, but we're going to have to win games collectively. We don't have that one standout player that if you need a play made, they can go play it. They can go make that play. So now what we're looking at is a collective group of guys. We have a saying I 111. Everybody gonna have to do their 111 at the collective group to make sure we get things done.
For sure, and listen, you go into this season, the region play added a team in George County, also in Jim Hill as well. This region is a challenging one. You got Hattiesburg and West Jones, who are both in state championship games in the past 2 seasons that you guys have been in this region with those teams. Talk about what it's going to take to get over the hump, because you guys on defense last year did a great job with Hattiesburg, but what's it going to take to get over that hump?
Cleaning up the mistakes. If you go back and look at those games, I know it's always tough by looking at the score, but we were 1 or 2 plays away that we could have made a better call on my end that would have put us in a better position to win that game. So looking at the region and then going back and looking at the film, we're not that far away. So if we clean up those 1 or 2 plays, then we could just as well be one of those teams at the top of the region.
Absolutely, and Coach, what are you, as far as goals for this season, what are you telling the guys? What are you putting up there for the guys to reach for?
Go 1-0 every day. Go 1-0 every day, not just every game, every day. We're going for our 1% better. We want to go out and we want to treat it as if the offense is not going to score at all. So, therefore, if we have that mindset that we can't give up points, then that PPG is going to be better for us as well.
For sure. Coach, appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we are here with Coach Johnson, assistant head coach as well as linebackers coach here for the Terry Bulldogs. And, Coach, look, coming into this season, the 2025 season, you guys have plenty of talent on this team. But obviously the defense has, a lot of guys are going to have to step up for guys that graduated from last year. Just talk about the work that's gone in this summer to get these guys ready.
Absolutely, and there's been a lot of work that's been conducted, and like you said, man, we've had 9 seniors to graduate, so we've had to bring a bunch of guys up and have those guys to step up and accept those leadership roles. So the process has been steady. I'm really thankful to have some guys and some parents that's buying into the system that's getting these kids here. We had a great camp, so we were able to build a lot of continuity. It's a bunch of guys in their locker room that just wants to get it. So I'm thankful for this community, Coach Thickpin giving us the opportunity. So we're looking forward to running it back this season.
Yes, and so last year you guys had a very solid season, good season, finishing 7-4 on the year.
Yes.
Obviously didn't end the way that we wanted it to, but there were some injuries that came in there at the end. I know that the team has done a lot of work on things that are like injury prevention type things.
Right.
Talk about that a little bit and kind of what the focus has been to get these guys to improve from last season.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game.
Yeah.
So all you can do is do the best you can to kind of prepare for it. So we made a major emphasis on making sure that we have our guys with the proper nutrition. And we've been doing yoga techniques and things to make sure that we have our muscles and things loose. We're making sure that our guys are hydrated and that we're getting the proper protein. So it's just, and a little bit of prayer that goes along with that as well.
Yep.
So we just want our guys to have the proper tools to go out there to perform the best way that they can.
Definitely. And so heading into this non-conference play, the schedule is in a way that it challenges this team, challenges you guys heading into that region play. Talk about that and talk about the challenge that the non-conference will bring and how that will prepare the team.
Well, I look at those games as, they're growing games. I mean, these are games that you can't take light, and I feel like it's a process when it comes down to getting to those conference games. You polish yourself up with these non-conference games. By no means do we take them for granted. We just look to polish ourselves up and be, in peak form by the time we hit those conference games. That way we can get in there and dominate the way we're supposed to and represent this town the way we're supposed to.
For sure. And so region play is going to come, and we're in a tough region. Just added
Yes, we
George
are.
County to it.
Yes, indeed.
West Jones and Hattiesburg have obviously been very good teams. And we've played them well. Even the last 2 years, West
Right.
Jones, when they won the championship, had a 2-0 game with them. Hattiesburg last year played them real well here at Bulldog Field. Talk about what it's going to take to get over the hump and go ahead and knock those teams off this year.
Well, first thing is it starts with the head. I mean, Coach Thickpin has done an excellent job with adjusting to some things that we felt like we could have done differently last year that would have got us a little bit of more success. So we've taken those things collectively as a coaching staff and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. We laid it out step by step, and so far everybody's been following it very, very well. The kids are bought in. So, look, I'm excited about our chances against either one of those guys. No disrespect to those programs, but, hey, we're coming to get them.
Absolutely. Coach, appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely.
Folks, it is media day right here at Terry High School, and the Terry Bulldogs football team is here, and we've got Coach Chris Thickpin with us right now. And Coach, 2025 season right around the corner, and you got the guys in their fresh new white uniforms out here, which look real good, by the way. But I know that you're ready for this season to get started.
Yeah, it comes so fast. It seems like, after you get done with one, you start preparing, for the next season or the developmental season, which some people call the off season. But we're trying to develop our guys from, December to almost right up into spring practice and getting guys bigger and faster and stronger. And then, you have your spring practice period where you're trying to find out about, new players, and then you have your summer OTAs. And so the longer I do it, the quicker it goes.
Yes, and so last season you guys went 7-4, had a solid year. Didn't really end the way you wanted it to. Had some injuries there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had an experienced defense and then a younger offense last year. Now you kind of go and you flip that a little bit with the defense, a lot of the guys leaving, and now you have a lot of the guys from the offense still there. Talk about that a little bit going into this season. You knew that was going to happen over the course of the offseason. So what's the work that you've put in with these guys to get them ready for the year?
Well, it's kind of been I guess, unusual situation for us. We've always kind of had more of a balance with guys returning on defense. But this time it just kind of happened that way. But we do have some talented players that'll be ready to go. They won't have the experience that some of our previous players had on defense the last 2 years, but they got talent, and so we're excited about them. And then offensively, we return a lot of guys back. I think 7 guys are returning back on offense, and so it's always good, and it's always really good. This is the first time maybe since I've been the head coach you have a starting quarterback returning. My first year it was Deuce Marshall. Then the next year it was Jordan McGee. Then the next year it was Ashton Fair. Then this past year it was Brady Busby. And so now Brady is coming back, off his sophomore year. He'll be a junior now. So as a coach, you look for your quarterback to take another step.
Yep.
And, he played well enough so where last year we could kind of run our full offense and do some things. And there's some areas he's got to grow in, as a player. But having a guy back that's played in meaningful games and he started all the games is really, really important for us. And then, everybody knows about Rondé Baker.
Yep.
He's the catalyst of the offense. It starts with him. He's a dynamic player. He's a guy you got to really, I think, game plan for. And then we have a guy on the outside in Braden Gibson that can really stretch the field and catch the football. He has a chance to be
the most accomplished wide receiver we've had since I've been here, not only because of his talent, but because he's playing with a quarterback that can really get him the ball, for his second year in the offense and his senior year. And then what kind of goes, I guess, unnoticed is that I'm a little anxious to see how our offensive line is going to play. We lost 2 guys up front last year, but we also returned some solid guys, and we had some guys move back to us. So we're really excited about them. John Burse is coming back. He was with us his freshman year. He'll be a senior. And so I'm really, really excited about them. And as always, I always say, when you're trying to win meaningful football games, it starts up front with the offensive line, defensive line. And so you can have a lot of skilled guys, but you better be really good in the trenches.
Yeah, and just like you mentioned, you got a threat on the ground and through the air with a quarterback that can pass well, as well as having a really dynamic running back. But so listen, so you set up the schedule this year to take on some non-conference teams that are going to challenge you.
Right.
And so you're going to start off with Murrah coming here to Bulldog Field. That's a 7A opponent that is coming off a 9-2 season.
That's right.
And so that's a good opponent.
Right.
And you got other teams as well. You got Canton and others as well. So just kind of talk about that. Talk about why you set the schedule up like that to get ready for that region play.
Yeah, we played Murrah in the past, and they went independent, I believe, the last 2 seasons. But Coach Gibson does a really good job with his team and his program. And as you said, they won 9 games last year. So we know they're going to be talented. We know they're going to come in confident. They are a 7A opponent, and so we want to, find out early about our guys, and then we follow them up. We go play Canton, who also, I believe, made to the 3rd round in the 5A playoffs last year, and they're now 6A school. So they're same size school, same classification we're in. They got a lot of guys returning off of that playoff team, and then, Callaway is a team that's really given us all we can handle the past 2 seasons. Last year, we found a way to pull out that win versus them, and then we'll play North Pike, and then week 5 we'll play Raymond. So we got our work cut out for us, and we hopefully we'll find out earlier about the team. But the goal is to go 1-0 each week, and week 6 we'll get a bye. The last 2 years we've played an opponent, but we'll take our bye week 6 because in region play, Jim Hills is gonna play now, and so we'll start the region play off with Forest Hill. At Forest Hill, then we'll go to West Jones. Then we have Jim Hill for homecoming. Then George County. Then Hattiesburg here at Terry, and so we believe if we take care of business. We should have a chance to play for the region championship, that last regular season home game.
And that's really what you want a situation that you want to be in. Kind of talk about what's kind of been the theme when you're coaching up these guys. What's been the theme for this preseason?
Well, I guess you could say is just having the right mental focus and mental toughness more than anything. I told the players, we could help you get physically stronger and physically tougher, but this game is more mental than it is physical because everybody's lifting, everybody's running, and everybody's going to get in shape. And so what sets you apart from the next team has got to be your mental strength. And then at least for us, that's what we're looking at. And then it's always we try to really put the emphasis on how we play up front. And so, got to play well up front. And we never discount the importance of special teams because we believe if you have 45 big special team plays in the season, that'll put you in the contending role as far as the playoffs goes. When I go back and I look at some of the stats from the teams that make the deep playoff runs, they always tend to have X amount of big plays that happen in the special teams for them, and that's something we've been working very hard on this summer.
And so this is your 6th season as head coach here at Terry, and so that kind of puts you in a position where this program, like all the players that you have, all the coach that they know is you at the helm. You've been able to set the program up the way that you would like it. Talk about that a little bit and how big you think that'll be for the success of this team.
I think it's been huge for us because when I took over, I knew Terry didn't have a lot of continuity in terms of whoever the head football coach was, and it wasn't necessarily that the other guys were bad coaches because they were really good coaches as well. It's just kind of understanding what all kind of comes with the job as far as the challenges. Luckily, I've been able to persevere through some of that. It hadn't always been easy, and it's not easier, but I will say this: I have a really good staff that kind of knows our program in and out and how we do things, and that always helps. And so I remember the first maybe 2.5 years, I had to spearhead a lot of things and be a lot of places. And now I'm able to say, okay, we got to get this done and go, and those guys handle it. And so that's always been good. And then, I have the same principle I've had since my 2nd year as head coach. So that helps too. He's been very supportive in what we do. Some of the things I wanted to change, he's allowed me to change them, whether it's what period we're going, freshman football or varsity football or hiring coaches on the staff. So he's been very supportive in that. And so now, what we're working on is trying to make sure we're getting all the resources we can to, as a program, to help the players be the best they can be and develop.
For sure, Coach. Appreciate you
Yes,
again.
sir.
It's the 2025 Terry Bulldogs Media Day, and we're looking forward to the season. On August 29th, right here at Bulldog Field, the Terry Bulldogs will host the Murrah Mustangs, and we'll be back going for the 2025 football season. I'm Trellis Williams. We out.